Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So I'm talking about all things sprouts and microgreens again and still, because it is a summer of live food for a live body for me, and I am thrilled to do it. I just feel like it's so hearty and satisfying, and the amount of fiber and stuff just totally holds me. And also what I like about it so much is that most of them, with the exception of some of the more pungent or aromatic, if you will, certainly something like radish is very hot. You're going to sense that. Broccoli is very fragrant. But some of the lesser ones, like the clover or the lentil or even mung bean, even though it's very hearty, those will take on whatever you put on them, which is fabulous. So for me, like at lunch, I cut up a bunch of oranges. I had lentil sprouts. I did a half tablespoon of chia, and then I used lemon pepper, and I put that on it, and it was delicious, and it just seems so satisfying in a total meal. Yesterday, I had some bananas, and I think I used mung bean on that one. And then I put a bunch of cinnamon and a little bit of allspice, and it was just warm and delicious. So I love it. They generally will take on whatever you put on them. But I wanted to show you where I'm at, because some of you have been following for a couple of days and seeing me kind of struggle and flounder a little bit because I overdid it. I read too many opinions and whatever, and then I pulled back and I went back to my traditional, which was just soaking the seeds for 8 hours or not soaking them at all, depending on the seeds, and just going for it. So this is kind of where we're at. I think we're on about day 5 of letting the lentils grow into microgreens. And microgreen means that it obviously is before a full size plant, but more than just a sprout. So it generally has a stem. It usually has the leaves starting. Might be anywhere from 4 to 6 inches. Okay, so these ones are the lentils, and sadly I'm gonna have to flip you around because my phone is limited. Okay, so here they are. You can see they are absolutely happy. They're green, they're growing, they're just like absolutely beautiful. And one thing that I love is how easily you can just pull one out, and you can see that the actual bean is down at the very base of it. So these are much lighter than a sprout, and that's why they're fun to just cut off at the base and just eat them as that. I'm not gonna have to take these little guys. Okay. Okay, so this next one, and you can see, yes, I have them in these plastic covers. It keeps the smell at bay largely, but also in the desert, there's a lot of dust up here and flies and different things at times. So this is allowing my husband and I to actually tolerate having these back in the dining room. Okay, this one is the broccoli sprouts, and they're much more fragrant, like I said, but you can see that they're coming along. They're taking a little longer. All the sprouts vary, but I felt like they had tails. They'd already committed to going through the medium, which I said was the paper towel, and I felt like they could handle being out here. Praise God for this lid, because even that is a little too much for me. Now this is one of my favorites, and they're really coming along. This is radish, and these look really happy. You can see, right? I mean, both of these are for sure 2 days behind the other tray, and I'm going to be excited to see how they grow. But I spread them out nicely. They already have a tremendous amount of heat, but I absolutely love that. I count on that heat. I really dig it so much. Okay, so with the lids, I can handle it. I can smell. With less water, works so well. So my friends who are saying, but I'm in a condo, but I'm in an apartment. All right. I think you can do it. Get these lids, I think we can do it. Okay, but I'll keep you posted. So let's come over here a minute, because at the same time that I'm doing the microgreens, and those are pots and pans hanging from the ceiling. I'll just do a side note. This was really clever. My husband purchased that's actually a shelf, and it was like $19.99 at Kia. Is it called Kia? Anyway, so he got the shelves, and then we just got this little S hooks, and it allowed me to hang all my pots and pans. I think you can see most of them anyway, up here, which, because I barely even use them, right? I do cook for the family, but I don't use them as much. It allowed me for more cupboard space to put in all my wonderfulness, so I was thrilled. Okay, so these were some mung beans, and again, I have them in a Debbie Meyer green box. This lets all the gases escape so that the food lasts longer. But you can tell for these, I did allow these to grow far more days than just a standard sprout. So they all have their little leaves on them and everything, and that's okay. And I'll eat a ton of these. I mean, this is like a couple days supplies because, like I said, I'll use them in everything. But at the same time, I still have my jars going. There's that basic screen that I said that I went ahead and just cut the screen. And I just allow these to soak initially for about 8 hours, and then I rinse them once a day. These ones are radish, and they have little tails starting on them. I'll keep you posted. And I can handle just this much smell, and it's kind of contained to the jar, which is fine. And then this one is broccoli. And again, there's little heads going on in there, and it'll be fun to watch these grow. So I'm stoked to totally do it. I just can't even tell you. Like, I've been in Tanny Raw resets, and if you don't know Tanny Raw, please look her up on any social media platform. I've been in Tanny Raw resets for, this is literally the second year, like 2 years this month that I did my first reset. And one of the things that she always said was that greens make you lean. And I heard that forever, but for some reason it clicked, like, I don't know, just a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, where I was like, wait, greens make you lean. Oh, and what she's always talking about is bang for your buck. Okay. She always says, how much nutrients can you get on a spoon? You know, a spoon, you love that, but it could be a spoon, but on a fork, to make sure that you're getting everything you need and nothing you don't. And that when you talk about calorie density, which is how many calories are attributed to any given food per pound, you cannot go wrong with greens. Oh my gosh, right? Like a pound of greens is 25 calories or something. And my husband freaks when I come into the dining room with a 5-pound bowl of salad. He's just like, what? But he's watching me drop the pounds, so he's got nothing on me, right? So anyway, I've been realizing that I can just add a tremendous amount of greens. And I think I suggested that I often buy what's called power greens, and it can be anything from kale to baby spinach to Swiss chard or whatever. But sometimes, especially if you keep it in the bag, which just isn't even wise at all, it goes bad rather quickly. Well, my sprouts do not. Okay, they're crunchy, they're fun, they satisfy me, and they totally last. So just now I poured out my jars into that Debbie Meyer green box, and I ate one of the jars because I do like 32-ounce jars at a time. So that's like 2 or 3 days of sprouts, which is why I've got it, forgive me, I can speak, got started on more. Even though I've got the microgreens going. So I'm just having fun, you guys. Could I be doing it if I was in school? I could if I stayed disciplined, right? I obviously have a little more time right now because it's still summer, but it's something that what is so beautiful you can do all year no matter what climate or place you live in, and that is fabulous. And again, it's a very small investment, from the domes to the 8 trays to the glass jars, and I got 12 of them, to the little bit of screen that I put over the top. Like, this entire thing is probably about $35, you know, for all of it. And then you just get your seeds and only use a 1/4 cup at a time. Like, remember last week when I did those sprouts with 1/3 cup of mung beans, which is about 40 cents. I made 8 jars of 32 ounces. It was amazing. That is so God. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out a little bit about it. Get a load of lentils. Lentils are some of the oldest food sources, dating back more than 9,000 years, and are pulses or seeds that belong to the legume family. Lentils typically contain 2 seeds that are in the shape of lenses, which is most likely why lentils go by the Latin name Lens culinaris, which I so didn't say in Spanish. Not only do lentils offer some of the greatest amounts of protein coming from plants, up to 35%. Where do you get your protein? Not from dead animals, thank you. which is comparable to red meat, poultry, fish, and dairy products, but they are also filled with fiber, particularly soluble fiber, while being low in calories. Other nutrients found in lentils include iron, potassium, folate, vitamin B1, phosphorus, manganese, copper, and molybdenum. They're also good sources of various amino acids, including tryptophan, isoleucine, and lysine. Oh, God, anything for the eyes. Yes, please. Lentils, especially sprouted lentils, and this is what we're talking about, contain all the essential amino acids needed by our body for, and this is what I love, healthy muscles and for overall healthy body function. In fact, and it's highlighted, sprouted lentils contain methionine, sorry, I'm saying it wrong, methionine, and cysteine, which are two amino acids highly sufficient in muscle building and body strength. Sprouting lentils also produces vitamin C and increases carotenoids and vitamin B content, including vitamins B2, B5, and B6, among other vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. I love it. Additionally, the sprouting process neutralizes phytic acid, a substance found in lentils and beans that can inhibit the absorption of calcium, magnesium, iron, and zinc. But by sprouting, it helps in that. By neutralizing phytic acid, sprouting assists the body absorption of these minerals, which is significant health-wise. Amen. Here are some of the top things in sprouted raw lentils. 21% of your vitamin C, 19% of your folate, 19% of your manganese, 14% iron, 14% copper, 13% phosphorus, 12% thiamine, 8% zinc, 7% of your magnesium, 7% of your vitamin 6, and 6% of your riboflavin. And don't forget to choose certified USDA organic lentils. Organic production forbids the use of synthetic pesticides, including paraquat and disquat, which are often used in conventionally grown lentils. Organic also means no GMOs. What's up, y'all? I love it. I'm eating it. I'm thrilled to share. Get the magic going, you guys. It does not get easier, and the benefits are amazing. And if you have children or grandchildren, it is so much fun. All right. I will include that as part of the description of the video. As always, like if you like, join us if you haven't, subscribe, and let me know in the comments below how I may support you, especially through prayer. And until we talk again, my friends, know that you are blessed.